How to keep calcium and vitamin D from killing you. This is about a major health benefit of Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss that we need to tell you about. This is needed for your weight loss as well as your regenerated health. As you regain your health, you make it possible for your internal processes to start healing and functioning properly. When your arteries are clogged with calcium, it's impossible for your cells and hormones to help you lose weight. Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss will get your blood and heart system working properly and make it possible for all of your cellular and hormonal systems to function as they must. According to recent clinical studies, people who supplement with calcium to prevent osteoporosis are at a higher risk of atherosclerosis. This is the addition of calcium deposits in the arteries that result in more heart attacks and strokes. The outcome is clear. The increased risk of death from heart disease associated with calcium supplements outweighed any benefit to bone health. Based on the most recent medical research, for every bone fracture calcium supplementation prevents, it causes 2 or more potentially fatal heart attacks or strokes. The real question is, how can your body guide calcium safely into the bones where it helps you and keep away from arteries where it harms you? The answer requires that the correct fat-soluble hormones be combined together as they are in Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss. The calcium question and its surprising answer is not just for calcium supplement takers. Even if you rely only on food for your calcium intake, heart disease, caused by a deadly accumulation of calcium in arteries, is the #1 killer of both women and men in America. Meanwhile, osteoporosis is a major cause of disability and death in the elderly of both sexes. This, in a nutshell, is the calcium puzzle. A mysterious, simultaneous calcium deficiency in your bones and calcium, and then excess calcium deposits in your arteries that causes the 2 major heart diseases of our time, osteoporosis and heart disease. The 5 essential nutrients in Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss are the key to putting calcium back in its place to remedy this calcium puzzle. Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss funnels calcium into bones to strengthen mineral density and fights fractures, while it prevents and even removes dangerous arterial calcium. Along the way, it has beneficial effects for almost every major health concern of our time, including overweight, obesity, diabetes, cancer, heart disease, and dementia. The fact is, you can be consuming and absorbing plenty of calcium from food or supplements. It's just not getting to where you need it. Even worse, it might be landing in the last place you want it, gathering in your arteries, contributing to America's leading killer, heart disease. By the term heart disease, we mean coronary heart disease, CHD. CHD refers to the narrowing of the blood vessels that supply blood and oxygen to your heart. This narrowing is caused by atherosclerosis, a buildup of calcium deposits that slowly clogs 1 or more of your coronary arteries or any artery in your body. Myocardial infarction, a heart attack, causes 30% of all deaths in both men and women. Even with cholesterol screening, electrocardiograms, and stress tests, the majority of heart diseases go undetected until the heart attack strikes, and 50% of the first heart attacks are fatal. The notion that saturated fat and cholesterol cause heart disease have been conclusively shown to not be true in the latest scientific literature. However, it continues to be a popular nutrition belief by most people and many doctors. The 5 essential nutrients in Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss are the only known essential nutrients combination found to prevent and reverse atherosclerosis as well as strengthen bones. Medical studies reveal that a high intake of the 5 essential nutrients in Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss significantly reduced the incidence of arterial calcium. The risk of death from cardiovascular heart disease was decreased by over 50% as compared to people with low essential nutrient levels. According to this study, individuals with higher levels of the essential nutrients will live more vital, healthy years than those deficient in the essential nutrients. Calcium supplementation increases the occurrence of heart attacks and strokes. Even worse, it's possible that the soaring popularity of vitamin D might actually be compounding the problem. Vitamin D specifically accelerates the accumulation of arterial calcium if the other essential nutrient levels are deficient. Vitamin D increases the absorption of calcium from the intestines, which is a good thing for bone health. However, once calcium is absorbed into the bloodstream, vitamin D has no power over what happens to it, which is a bad thing for heart health. Some calcium will find its way into your bones, but more of it winds up in your arteries. The 5 essential nutrients in Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss change the internal process by putting calcium in its right place only in your bones and teeth. The fact is that we need each of the 5 essential nutrients in Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss to get the full benefit from each one. When one essential nutrient is lacking, the others can't do their job of escorting calcium away from arteries and into bones. There is a growing list of vitamin D benefits by placing vitamin D squarely in the heart-healthy category, as long as you take it with other essential nutrients. More vitamin D is better for heart health as long as you have the other essential nutrients in proper amounts at the same time. Having plenty of all 5 nutrients in Regeneral Essential Weight Loss enables you to get all the benefits of vitamin D like never before. The 5 essential nutrients in Regeneral Essential Weight Loss work by activating a number of special proteins that move calcium around the body. Specifically, one of the essential nutrients activates a protein which attracts calcium into bones and teeth, where calcium is needed. Another of the essential nutrients activates another protein called MGP, which sweeps calcium out of soft tissues like arteries and veins, where calcium is unwanted and harmful. Just as one of the essential nutrients directs calcium into bones and teeth, where it is helpful, another of the essential nutrients activates MGP, which escorts calcium out of your arteries and veins. When the 5 nutrients in Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss are deficient, the calcium plaque buildup of atherosclerosis is unavoidable. The essential nutrient-activated MGP doesn't just prevent atherosclerosis. It reverses life-threatening arterial calcium deposits. It is actually possible to lessen the arterial calcium deposit burden by stimulating your MGP to actively sweep calcium away. Studies have shown a 37% decrease in arterial calcium deposits after only a few months of taking the 5 essential nutrients in Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss. Heart disease is called a silent killer. 90% of cases go undetected until the heart attack strikes. Whether your cholesterol is high or low, what really matters is whether calcium deposits are building up in your arteries, leading to a potentially fatal blockage. If you're overweight, obese, menopausal, or have a history of cancer, infertility, varicose veins, or diabetes, the likelihood of essential nutrient deficiency is very high. Dr. Price deducted from his search that the real problem of modern chronic disease was that the essential nutrients are absent. White foods have displaced the nutrient-dense foods that nourished people in the past. The processed foods provide only empty calories. When the body lacks sufficient essential nutrients, demineralization of teeth and bones happens, and they weaken and become brittle. If he would have had the necessary technology at his disposal, Price would have seen not only was calcium being lost from the bones and teeth, but more seriously, it was getting added to the arteries. 50% of people who have heart attacks have normal cholesterol. It turns out that chasing blood cholesterol has led us astray in the fight against heart disease, the leading cause of death in America. Your cholesterol may be high or low, but what really matters is whether calcium plaques are building up in your arteries, leading to potentially fatal blockages. Research now confirms that the 5 essential nutrients in Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss are the single most important nutritional factor in preventing and even reversing arterial blockages. Indeed, ensuring adequate essential nutrient intake might be the most important thing you can do to extend your life. Atherosclerosis leads to coronary artery disease, also known as heart disease. Coronary artery disease is the result of plaque accumulation within the walls of the coronary arteries, the arteries that supply oxygen and nutrients to the muscles of the heart. Coronary artery calcification is part of the development of atherosclerosis and refers to the appearance of calcium deposits in the arteries. Calcium plaque can develop as early as when a person is in their teens, but it occurs with regularity in older age. The presence of calcium plaque is a much better predictor of heart attack risk than cholesterol. Studies show that adding 5 essential nutrients in Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss to the diet will activate MGP to reduce arterial calcium content by over 50% in just a few-month period. The essential nutrients also help restore arterial flexibility once the calcium has been removed. Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss is an extremely important treatment that makes weight loss possible while solving some of the major health problems. Recent medical research has proven that overweight and obesity are caused by the same internal cellular and hormonal damage as the major killer diseases. Overweight and obesity won't be the cause of your ultimate disability or death, but one of the associated killer diseases will be. Regeneral Life Essential Weight Loss will start the internal healing that you must have to regain your health. This will not only help you lose excessive weight, it will save your life.